everybody. It is Monday, September 6th, 2021. It is Labor Day here in the USA, so happy Labor Day to everyone here and happy Monday to everyone anywhere else. As mentioned yesterday, we'll take a look at the Vedic chart today. We'll key in on the timing windows and then we'll overlay the Astro Excel and see what that looks like. Here's the chart with the windows for the week. Of course, with today being quiet market day, we've got this big window on the B1 line, picking up from last week now. This one goes 944 to 2216. Big window, no sub triggers in there. We're not going to really look into this at all today because it's because of the holiday and the light trading activity. Moving into tonight, when the action picks up again, we have some overnight windows. We got heavy window blocks coming up this week. 2200 tonight. Key time is going to be about 2236 in the A1 panel white window. And then the bigger A2 window ends at about 108. Then we have a little bit of a lull, and then at 228 we pick up in another window early morning of the 8th, and that active trigger is going to kick in at 528 to 553 on the A1 panel right there. So where I've drawn the vertical lines are the most likely reversal points inside those windows. Then we have a bigger B1 window, two of those back to back, and then you can see on the A2 panel we have two windows that are going to overlap the white window on B1. So this should be a more significant area for highs and lows on the B1 panels, and these A1, A2 points are going to lock those down. So on the evening of the 8th, we hit that window about 1928, and the key time zone is going to be 2008 to 2036. That block ends at 2236. Then the next A2 white window kicks in at 2352. That could be the key point for reversal, or the 2:52 a.m. on the 9th to 3:28 on the 9th will be the most active. Then later in the week we've got the smaller A2 window just after midnight at 0012 till about 1:24. That's going to peak, culminate for a turn at 0052, and then later in the morning on Friday this window kicks in at 944, lasts till 1312, prime trigger point being around 1128 to 1136 area. So those are the key windows for reversal for the week. We'll take these day by day. Now let's overlay the Astro Excel and see what that looks like. Here's the overlay. The charts align pretty well. You can see this big timing window here from the B1 line. Right now it looks like that should end up being a low in that window with the current trading pattern and the blue line, green line trading down. You see the blue line makes a bottom in that window, and if there's no inversion it should play out this way, with the low coming in at either 940 area or 1231, somewhere in there. And then of course this is going to be real light action, and then we're more concerned as we come into tomorrow. This is where we hit that flat line, kind of quiet area. It doesn't mean the market is necessarily going to be quiet, but sometimes it does behave that way. It just means that we don't have a big astrological influence at this point because everything's pretty neutral. But then you can see how the peaks and valleys of the blue line are coinciding with the timing windows and the turning points, even though these are separately uh, call them non-correlated astrological calculations. So with no inversion, potentially a low here in this window, then we move to a high here at the beginning of that second window on the 8th. Then we have a large window. The peak aspect should come in here where the blue line is at, about the 134 to 203 area on the 8th in the afternoon. Looks like the key there. And then we get into this window overlap area. The blue line is going to peak here at 2111 in the evening on the 8th. Then we trade down 2347 to 1 a.m. and that's right there. That's the key time trigger right there that I mentioned from the Vedic chart. And then we move up, and then the green line peaks at the second trigger point in the window overlap here. So the green line peaks there, so that's another important time for trend change on the 9th. And then we continue forward. We could get a peak here where the blue line peaks there, still inside that larger window. And then the rest of the 9th is quiet. And then as we move into Friday, you can see the blue line peak at 23 minutes after midnight coincides with this window here, and the blue line valley 10:17 a.m. coincides in this last window of the week there, and also the area where the green line bottoms is also in there. So if we trade down at the end of the week, we could get a significant low at that point on Friday. So there's your overlay with key points, key times for the week. Now what you do during the week, having this as an overlay and a guide, you can use your individual triggers from the rainbow, the pH, the planetary aspects. You can use all those, and even the the debilitation, exaltation points from either the Vedic chart along with the ones on the rainbow chart. So that'll give you plenty of trade opportunities. You'll be able to watch as the action continues on, whether we're following the line or where we invert, and you can trade along with that. So thanks for watching. That's it for today. We'll be back Tuesday when the trading resumes heavily here in the US, and we'll give you some time points for tomorrow to put into play with these charts. So we'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Talk to you Tuesday.